Restoring Illinois to greatness. This is Illinois Rising, presented by the Illinois Opportunity Project and hosted by AM 560's Dan Proft.
Dan back with Brian Timpone on this edition of Rising. And Brian is a South Suburbanite, Southlander like yourself from Chicago Heights. You have to be encouraged by the moves Toni Preckwinkle is making in the first days of her chairmanship of the Cook County Democrat Party since Joe Barrios lost in the primary. She has taken over. The first black woman to lead the Cook County Democrat Party is Queen Sugar, Toni Preckwinkle. And one of her first acts was to elevate Frank Zuccarelli from Thornton Township to help scale what he's done in Thornton Township Cook County wide. So that's exciting for you, I assume.
Look, I mean, if there is an example of good governance, it's Thornton Township. You know, next week there is a tax sale for Cook County on May 4th, or coming up here, where people who haven't paid their taxes in Cook County, the taxes are going to be sold, and it amounts to about 40,000 properties. 20% of those properties are in Thornton Township, Frank Zuccarelli's township. Though it's only 3% of the population of Cook County. So, hey, it is a strategy, Dan. If you make the properties so unvaluable, no one will buy the taxes, and you don't have to pay your taxes to boot. So we might all try that.
Well, that's exciting. Also exciting is some of Queen Sugar's other pronouncements. From Black Lives Matter to March for Our Lives, young people not content to wait for opportunities for leadership. They're demanding change and inspiring movements right now, and the Democrat Party must be willing and able to applaud their efforts and include them. So, the wholesale turnover of the Democrat Party to the most radical elements of the temper tantrum caucus that they have. She also made the point, by the way, that when asked if the official title of Cook County Party chairman should be changed, she said, "I'm a chair of the party. That's a gender-neutral term." So that's a piece of progress as well. She's an inanimate object. She is not a man or a woman. She's a chair.
So the headline in the Chicago Tribune, the largest newspaper in Cook County, was New County Democratic Chief Preckwinkle pledges to expand party appeal. And I read that thinking maybe Toni Preckwinkle is going to try to appeal to business owners, entrepreneurs, employers, people who actually don't get a government check, people who work, as opposed to her pandering to those who are on the public dole or those who are require government to make a living. Yet she is really proposing the exact opposite. She's saying that we are too pro-business as a Democratic Party, and that we're going to go farther left and apparently get these the militant students more involved.
That has been the problem, I think, of the Democrats, and for what's plagued Cook County is too pro-business. As to free market policies in Chicago, Cook County, state of Illinois are killing us. That was clearly the takeaway from the Rich States, Poor States report out this week that finds Illinois 48th in the nation in terms of business climate effectively when you look at workers' comp costs and right to work and tax rates and regulatory environment and so forth. 48th out of 50. And so, is Preckwinkle onto something here where he said we're pushing businesses out of the state because we're too business friendly?
Yeah, I think when she says she's trying to expand the party appeal, what she's really saying is I want to push out the old white guard.
Get rid of the Irish.
Get rid of the Irish. Get rid of Madigan. Get rid of the remnants of the Hines 19th Ward machine. And, hey, look, they voted for Trump anyway, so c'est la vie.
You know what's funny about Preckwinkle and the Chicago Tribune, the old media here, is she hailed when she came in, when she beat Todd Stroger, because she can speak in complete sentences, even though she is an old school cultural Marxist from Jump Street. When she's an alderman, she always called herself a progressive, not a Democrat. I mean, she is way left, always has been, always been a wholly owned subsidiary of SEIU and the public sector unions. But because she speaks in complete sentences, it was going to be so much better. Same thing with Tiny Dancer. He speaks in complete sentences. He's a tough guy. He talks tough. He's going to be so much better. 8 years later, almost. How much better is it in Chicago and Cook County under the stewardship of Queen Sugar and Tiny Dancer?
Yeah, and look, her emergence speaks to a trend that is hard to accept. If you have a crystal ball, you look ahead to a world without Mike Madigan. What's going to happen is when Madigan is gone, the party is going to lurch left, hard left, and it's going to be a different place in Illinois. I mean, it's easy to look at things today where they're all together for self-interest, but when he's gone, their worst inclinations are going to become reality.